How many times have you felt you're working very hard just to keep your head above water in the river of life? You may be doing a corporate job, or you may be at home, or you may be a student at school. Wherever you are, it always seems like you're playing defense, while life, it's playing offense. By the end of this episode, we will look at the root cause of this recursive pattern in life. We will learn how to unlock the strategic part of our brain, what I call the negotiator mindset, to start creating value, to unlock the intelligence that is inherent in us, and to escape from the emotional and the instinctive patterns of life. But make sure that you stick around until the very end of this episode, because the same force, the same mindset that pulls you out of this emotional turbulence can also become your weakness if you do not know how to balance it. In the previous episode, we saw that the defender mindset is very serious about safeguarding three things: certainty in our life, relatedness, and fairness. Let's go through them very quickly. Certainty. The defender mindset is all about safeguarding the status quo. It doesn't like surprises. If something has been working, let's keep it working, even if it is not good for us in the long term or even in the short term. And relatedness. Have you ever gone into a party and you feel like you want to run away from there? Well, that is the defender mindset trying to protect you. This mindset is always scanning in the party. Is there anybody who I know, who I like? That is the defender mindset trying to feel safe. And the third factor was the fairness. The defender mindset is very particular about being treated fairly, that the resources available are being shared fairly, and if not, this mindset will react and react vehemently. This mindset has no logical part, it is all emotional, and therefore, fear and desire are two emotions that it uses to express itself. It uses fear and desire to accrue resources, be it people or material wealth. It doesn't want to stop because it has only one mandate: to accrue, to get together, to collect as many resources as possible. So, the biggest problem with the defender mindset is that it lacks thinking. It doesn't know when to stop. Yes, it's very, very good in protecting us. If there is a tiger jumping at us and we have no recourse but to fight, the defender mindset is the one that fights. But not all dangers are real. In our modern world, most of the dangers are in our head. So the defender mindset is overactive all the time. And you know what this does? This limits our potential. We are no longer growing. We are only protecting what we have. That is a scarcity mindset in action. And I personally went through this phase when my family went through a crisis in my childhood. Even though the status quo was not very optimal, I wanted to at any cost save it because at least it showed me certainty. The whole world looked like a stranger to me. Life seemed very unfair to me. If we only use the defender mindset, we will never be able to grow. We will be able to survive, yes, but growth is not possible. Growth is possible only when we can lift our head out of the turbulent waters and look what's ahead, think coolly, plan strategically on how to reach there. And once you reach there, we are at the job until we make it work and we create value. None of this is in the realm of the defender mindset, but it is in the realm of negotiator mindset. It's a rational balance to the emotional defender mindset. It brings strategy and a calculated approach to life, developing the intellectual self in us. This is the mindset that helps us pursue wealth, fame, and power. The main purpose of the negotiator mindset is to help us shine and stand out from others. So, whereas the defender mindset was all about protecting certainty, relatedness, and fairness, the negotiator mindset is a fierce keeper of status and autonomy. The negotiator mindset helps us pursue our inherent need to be different and unique compared to others. And it emphasizes freedom. I am unique and I am free are its motto. It functions on the principle that actions create outcomes, outcomes create impact, and the ability to make an impact defines one's worth and status. While the defender mindset exhibits self preservation streak, the negotiator mindset resists being controlled by others and yearns to be free of internal and external limitations, both in the real world as well as in mental perception. It naturally leads to pursuing goals methodically and intelligently, tackling any challenges that arise in its path. The negotiator acts with clarity, it applies logic and strategic thinking to every decision. Another key feature of this mindset is that both success and failures they become feedback. By mastering the negotiator mindset, we take the raw primal instincts of the defender and transform them into focused intelligence. As a result, we thrive instead of just surviving. We need both mindsets, however. So remember, the negotiator mindset may bring planning and strategy to the table, but it is the defender mindset that brings grit and determination and doesn't rest until the job is done. So whether you are pursuing excellence at work or school or home, the negotiator mindset has to work in harmony with the defender mindset. However, it turns out that even though the negotiator defender duo are powerful, they have inherent weakness. We can become so obsessed with our own independence and individuality, status and achievement that we forget that human life is interdependent. We forget that the great things that we achieved, they were all achieved by standing on the shoulders of others. We tell ourselves, I am a self made person. This is the myth of the self made person. The next shift in our consciousness is to recognize that we need to learn how to balance our personal ambitions with empathy and connection with others. And this is where the compassionate and empathetic giver mindset comes into picture. And we will look into it in the next episode. If the negotiator mindset taught us how to win, it is the giver mindset that teaches us how to share it meaningfully with others. I am Madhukar Reddy. This is Unburdened. See you next episode.